Howdy, y'all. Well, the votes are in and Star-Lord's a win. Hey, that rhymed. Kinda lame though. Sounded better in my head. Anyways, so Star-Lord won this round of voting, but Thor was hot on his heels and Black Widow is making her way up too. So it'll be a battle between the Widow and Thor on who's next. Now, interesting story. Last Saturday, March 3rd was the official release date for all the Infinity War toys. But I went out looking on Saturday and practically no one had any toys or displays up. Only Toys R Us had the toys. That was kind of sad actually. I remember when all the toys for Star Wars The Last Jedi came out on Force Friday. I mean, that was a huge event, like crazy. And then Infinity War happened and like nothing. There was nothing. That's just lame. But whatevs, I got the stuff I wanted. For now at least. I'm still waiting on wave 2 of this figure line. I definitely want to get Iron Spidey, Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, to name a few, and a Hulkbuster. Oh, Hulkbuster. I'm not sure when those are coming out yet, but you can be sure that I will get them when they do. Okay, Star-Lord time. Here's a closer look at the front of the packaging with that big window display just begging you to open him. Here's one side, and the other side. Here's the top, here's the back. That's a really big gun. I really like that blue. And here's the bottom with the UPIC, which is UPC, sounded out. And bam! There he is, guys, the Star-Lord himself. Now I think it's pretty cool that they made Star-Lord because Guardians 2 is one of my favorite Marvel movies. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at the details. Now starting with the head, we get the cool helmeted version of Star-Lord. I'm glad they did this because I think the helmet looks a lot cooler. Now the entire head is molded in this nice shimmery gunmetal color here, and everything else is a paint app. I like the shiny gold that they used here on the helmet as well. Plus all the paint apps are really nice and precise. I mean, just look at the eyes right here. Look at the red. It's just nice and circly. And then they also added a little paint app right here for his little skin tone on his forehead, just a tiny little spot. And of course, look at how much detail they added to the helmet there. I mean, it's super micro fine detail and it's so just amazing looking. It always amazes me just how much detail they can fit into such a tiny figure. I mean, just look at that. It looks great, and from what I can tell, it's pretty accurate to the movie. And he has some pretty nicely detailed hair as well. I wonder who his hairstylist is. Moving down to the body, we have the cool jacket from Guardians 2. Kind of reminds me of the Thriller jacket. Now the jacket actually has multi-layer style patterns on it, and all the different patterns actually have different textures as well. Now the side, this portion of his jacket, and this top right here have kind of a leather-like pattern, as you can see right there. The mane of his jacket has that stippling style pattern. The lining parts here are nice and smooth. His flip-out jacket piece here is smooth as well, and they actually gave it a different color to differentiate it from the outside of the jacket, which is pretty awesome. They even added his inside shirt there. And here's the back, which is mainly just that stippling pattern, but they did add a lot of nice wrinkles to it, and they continued the detailed pattern to his arm as well. They added a nice leather sculpting to it, and overall it's pretty well detailed as well and well sculpted. They added a bunch of little wrinkles there too to give it a nice realistic look. But they didn't give it that elbow lip there like they did on Captain America or Hulk, where they would hide the joint, which is kind of a bummer. I guess you could hide the joint like that. Yeah. I do like this bump pattern here though. His hands here are decently molded as well. They even added little wrinkles to the gloves there to give it that kind of leathery cloth look. Now moving on down to the legs, they don't skimp on the awesome. His pants have more of that awesome leather sculpt as well as an extreme amount of wrinkles. They really put a lot of effort into this sculpt. They even molded in the gun holders right there, but they unfortunately didn't give us his trademark guns, which is kind of a bummer. But it's his boots that have the most detail. They use a lighter brown paint for them, which contrasts nicely against the pants, and is just full of straps, buckles, and design sculpting. It's just really well made. And here's the bottom of his feet for you. Now as for articulation, his head rotates a full 360 degrees, but he has very minimal up and down head movement. There's full up and full down. It actually did move. And he also has very slight side to side head movement there. His arm rotates a full 360 degrees and has a single joint right there so you can lift it up. And his elbow rotates fully up and also overextends downwards. But he doesn't have that lip to cover his joint like Captain America and Hulk, like I said, which is really a bummer, honestly. But his legs actually extend the farthest than all the other figures I've had before. Here's full up and full back. I mean, look at that, he almost did the splits there. Now his head actually pops off just like all the other ones, and the ball joint is the same size as all the other characters, which means if you want to get a helmetless Star-Lord, you can kind of pop Captain America's head in there, and there you go. He's kind of like the bearded Star-Lord, Chris Pratt, kinda, sorta.
That's a fake laugh.
It's real!
Now looking at his accessories, he comes with this massive blaster here. Looks like something out of the Terminator. It's actually molded out of that same shimmery gunmetal plastic as his helmet there, so it gives it a nice look to it. And it actually has different texturing on it as well, some of which is smooth and other ones have kind of a rough finish to it. I just wish they would have added paint to it. That would have made it look so much cooler. And he comes with a reality stone, which is kind of interesting because I thought it would have been the power stone like it was in the movie, but oh well. Now here's a reality stone that came with the Hero Vision game and helmet set, which I unboxed right here. And it's actually different from the reality stone that comes with Star-Lord, as you can see. It has a different patterning on the front, so I'm guessing they probably give different power-ups in the game. And of course you can just attach it to the gun right there. Bing! Reality stone powered Gatling Terminator gun-ish thing. Now it fits decently in his right hand, as you can see, but not so much his left hand. Alright, now for some comparisons. Here he is next to the Legends Mantis, and the Legends Nebula, Groot, and his little buddy Rocket. Here's a Legends Gamora. Hey look, it's a Guardians of the Galaxy. Wait, I need Drax. Hey, look, it's Drax. Yeah. That works, right? Well guys, overall I'm actually really impressed with him. They did a really good job sculpting a lot of his details, especially his jacket. Hasbro's been doing a really good job with the sculpting and detail on this Hero Vision toy line. They're actually giving you quite a bit of quality for a $10 figure, which is kind of impressive. Well guys, now that Star-Lord's down, that only leaves two other figures left from my original Infinity War toy haul. Black Widow and Thor. Now Thor was nicking on Star-Lord's heels, so unless Black Widow suddenly makes a comeback, Thor's probably going to be next. Now I actually did get some more Infinity War toys. You saw the Iron Spidey Funko Pop. I got a few other cool ones as well, some pops, some not, but I'll wait to reveal those in my last video of my original Infinity War toy haul. And of course, if you like this video, you know what to do. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, I will catch you guys later. Peace!